Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? How y'all are doing today? I hope everybody having a nice, blessed, lovely, amazing day, let alone a new year. But before we get into anything, I'm gonna need you all to go crazy on that like button. Hit the like button so much that I want to be able to hit the top of this firmament and break through. Dead serious. Now, all jokes aside, man, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. And as you all can see, we've been getting lit and turning up to these crazy TikTok reaction videos that have changed our reality, make us question reality, just change our way of thinking in general. And it could be for the better or it could be for the worse, but it's up to you to figure that out. But before we get into anything, man, make sure that you all tune in every Sunday to the live streams. We do go live every Sunday on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I tell you all, you don't want to miss it. Like, we've been getting lit. We've been going crazy. And you all will also get to interact with me live. So I know a lot of people want to do that. They have questions and things they want to talk about and possibly even things to share. And if this sounds like something you want to be interested in, make sure to turn on the notifications when I do go live. But until then, let's get into this video because I'm ready to learn something new, man. Let's get to it.
Have you guys heard of the satanic Oreo theory? We all know and love Oreos, right? But after this, you might not want to eat them anymore. If you look at an Oreo cookie, you notice that there's symbols on top of every little cookie. The symbol looks closely related to the double-cross eternal symbol. Now, from what we know, they supposedly put symbols in everything, including our cartoons, movies, and even on our food, to pay tribute to Satan, right? Now, the double-cross eternal symbol represents the Leviathan symbol, which is a curse, a spell. Now, some people believe that they place these symbols on the food you eat to curse you, or shall I say, put a piece of Satan inside of you. You know sort of how in church you eat a piece of the bread, which means you're putting a piece of Jesus inside of you. He's becoming a part of you. By the way, before we continue this story, type amen in the comments to ward off any evil spirits that come off this video. The theory also states that the word Oreos originates from the ancient Greek and Egyptian term Aureus, which just happens to be the Egyptian serpent that people used to worship. And let's not talk about the super secret bunker that the Oreo company has built in Norway, where they claim to only be holding the formula to Oreo inside. Now, I don't know if this theory is true. I don't really think I believe it, but it is a wild one. What do you think? Is it real or are people reaching?
What? Chat. Hold on. We gotta look at this Oreo stuff right quick because yeah, my favorite ice cream is Oreo ice cream. I got the Oreo ice cream with the caramel fudge, and sometimes it could be strawberry. Hold on. Cause he said the logo. Okay, this is the logo he was talking about. It's the hold on. And of course it gotta go back to the ancient Greek times. Of course it gotta go back. Okay, it could be a stretch, y'all. It could be a stretch. Dang, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12. 12 seasons. Wow. And then they got the with the 3 right now. This is the real. This is actually the same thing as this. Is just without the cross. Like the little infinity logo. Dang, man. Dang, chat. I can't debunk symbolism. All jokes aside, I wouldn't put it past them if you ask me.
You motherfuckers really knew about what Illuminati is. It's not about Illuminati, bro. Illuminati is the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ that still live today. That's Illuminati. The devil always want to take something and make it his. Illuminati is mine. The 12 disciples of Christ that still live to this day, that act as angels, that help people, that do the right thing righteously, that test people when they ask God for certain things. And then they get tested so much that they don't even want the gift no more. This is what I'm saying, bro. You can't put people in position to answer questions that actually know who these people are. 50 Tyson was called all kinds of names and they acted like he was nobody. Lo and behold, do you know who that man is that you call a mother? He got a whole family. He got kids. That's Kevin Hart.
Wait, what? I swear, Orlando, hold on. Orlando be having me confused sometimes because this dude just said the 12 disciples of Jesus. What? Like, is that like complete BS? Like, I know I call out BS when I see it, bro. I'm not one of these dudes that's just gonna sit here and say, yeah, man, like, What Orlando is saying is completely right. If you think about it, you open your third. No, am I either underreacting or overreacting? Oh, that sounds like some BS right there.
This is the real truth about the Bermuda Triangle. All of the theories you have been told are wrong. There is no curse or aliens or sea monster there that is taking down ships and planes. All these theories have been created purposefully to mislead you. The truth is that the Bermuda Triangle is where all the rockets land that fail to break the firmament. The government has been trying to break the firmament for a while, hence Operation Fishbowl, where they sent nukes up into the atmosphere. We can't leave Earth because of this dome, which is why all the pictures of Earth are CGI. When rockets are shot up into the air, they all curve across the firmament and land in the Bermuda Triangle. The government deliberately created these myths about the triangle to keep people from traveling there and discovering the hundreds of rockets that are supposed to be in space. And if anyone does try to travel there, the military will engage and stop you threatening to attack. This is all just a conspiracy theory, but the evidence is very convincing.
Nah, that is true. You literally cannot fly there. I tried. When we went to Jamaica, we were wanting to drive from Jamaica to Nassau, Bahamas, and they literally kept rerouting us from Jamaica to go back to Florida to go to Nassau, Bahamas, because there's space right there between Jamaica and Nassau, Bahamas is the Bermuda Triangle, and they would not let us pass through it.
A giant is caught on a mountain in Thailand. People are freaking out over this video. It's supposed to be a giant on top of a mountain in the province of Chiang Khong in Thailand. What makes this video very different is the fact that you can clearly see what looks like a humanoid figure on top of a mountain. But by the distance that it is, it has to be huge, and it's moving somehow just like a human would. I'm going to play the video and let you decide. Check this out.
Nah, that's crazy. Wow.
I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, a good friend, and just a powerhouse. And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something, not about me or about this place, but about you. All right, everybody, we are here because of you.
There was a fake list.
Yeah.
And I'm on it.
So you were on the island?
I was apparently, I don't know. They said I was on the island. They said, I'm like, I don't go anywhere.
If the story was about a bus, it would be more believable.
Maybe, but it's like, you know, so I'm just going to say, you know, and there's been a lot of stuff recently. I don't know what I've done to anybody, but apparently there are a lot of these kind of sites that are, what do you call them? They're
parody or
they're satire sites.
Oh.
But people don't realize that they can be harmful.
I want to start.
Wow, hold on.
By
I hope that this stuff with Michelle Obama was before the whole Weinstein situation, because a lot of people, if you don't know about Harvey Weinstein, you need to do your research, because that man has been convicted on multiple Jeffrey Epstein charges. I already told you all about the whole list, because everybody was telling me about this list. Oh, what about the list, man? The list didn't drop. What was it? The list didn't. You know, it's supposed to drop out sometime, hopefully next week. It's supposed to drop at the end of January. So it can be January 31st, but there's no telling if it's even going to drop still, because they've been talking about dropping this list for the past decade and still haven't.
I don't know, y'all. It's not looking too good for Kevin Hart, and I'm concerned. Ever since Cat Williams has went on Club Shay Shay yesterday and exposed everything that have to do with comedians in the industry, Kevin Hart fan base has completely switched on him. Now, Kevin Hart responded in a tweet. He didn't deny any of the allegations. He didn't say he was lying. He just told him he's a hater and he need to get it out his heart. And Kevin Hart fans went mad. As y'all can see, Kevin Hart fans, they taking matters into their own hands. You even got some saying now, you maturing and realizing Kevin Hart was never funny. Now I gotta be honest with y'all. When I was in middle school, everybody was saying Kevin Hart lines. I'm sorry. He called Kevin Hart a plant. He brought up Kevin Hart wearing a dress. Everything. And Kevin Hart's response was he's simply mad and he's just a hater. And people not going for it. Some people notice they calling him a hater, but ain't nobody saying he lying. Kevin Hart had a chance to clear his name. The video almost got 10 million views. But he decided he gonna take the opportunity to promote his movie. One thing I'm noticing, Kevin Hart don't want no smoke with Cat Williams. I guess it's safe to say everything Cat Williams said was the truth.
Yeah, people didn't like his response. I don't think anybody that responded with the situation that happened with Cat Williams on the show with Shannon Sharp. Everybody's response was boring. I don't think anybody came and decided to clap back. And he even called it out. He said nobody's finna clap back. Everybody go get upset. They go get in their feelings, and nobody can deny it. And everybody are pulling receipts from what he said. So you all can let me know y'all honest thoughts and opinions down below on how do y'all think as far as Cat Williams as a influence now.
I figure out how to live forever. Joseph Dituri, a former Navy SEAL, might have cracked the code to immortality. Well, you'll see. He spent 100 days locked away in an underwater research station, conducting research on hyperbaric pressure and how it affects the human body. And interestingly enough, there was a 1,000% growth in his body's natural stem cell count. And when he emerged, it would seem like biological aging was reversed by 10 years. Initially, his hypothesis was due to lack of sunlight and changing gravity, implying that it might affect the human body negatively. But with the results, is it possible that we humans used to live deep within the Earth's surface? And this guy figure out how to live?
That'd be crazy if that's true, man.
Dion performing in a dress one time, I guess a couple years ago. And while he was performing, and this is when he's talking about the Lord Jesus Christ, while he was performing, he raised up that dress in the front. I said, Dion, if you're not shining the light from within, you chasing the light. If you ain't shining the light from within, you chasing the light. In the process of chasing that light, you got to do things to get closer to the light. I seen Dion performing in a dress one time.
I never seen this footage of Deion Sanders, man. I never seen this footage. When was this recorded? I couldn't even see Deion doing no stuff like that now. Like just the type of leader that he is, I could not see him doing anything like that now.
Rockefellers are one of the most powerful, richest, elite families in the world. John D. Rockefeller was the guy who really blew up the entire oil industry in America. And what they do, and the reason why they're still one of the wealthiest and most powerful families on the planet 7 generations later, is because of something called the Rockefeller waterfall method. The Vanderbilts were just as powerful and actually had more money than them. They blew all of their money by the 4th generation. The Vanderbilts literally are not even part of the conversation anymore. What is the waterfall method? The waterfall method is every single individual of the Rockefeller family got a very large life insurance policy put on them. The beneficiaries of those life insurance policies always tied back to the trust. And then inside of the trust was a cash value life insurance policy, which is used as the family bank. Now the family bank is inside the trust, so it acts as like a family vault. Now all the family members can take loans from the cash value life insurance throughout their whole life. When they die and pass away, that death benefit pays it all back, therefore replenishing all the funds that they use throughout their life. And with every single generation, the family trust just keeps getting poured in with more and more and more and more money, therefore making the family richer and more powerful, therefore creating generational wealth. The Rockefellers are one of the most...
That is some very, very valuable information.
This year is starting to look really bad, and we're only 20 days into it. Trust me, favorite this video because you're going to want to remember what I'm about to tell you. Okay, let's start with the fact that the governments of Sweden, Estonia, and now the UK have warned their respected nations that a large-scale war is on the horizon. What? But we ain't done yet! So this just happened involving Pakistan and Iran. We have this happening from the US and Yemen, and the retaliation of attacking another US ship. And on top of that, the Ministry of Defense has actually said this, that we've recently moved from a post-war world to a pre-war world. And saying that confrontations are very likely. Just as likely as I am to have a mental breakdown. The concept of World War III is now officially a part of my therapy appointments. Russia has prepared its tanks, and North Korea is supplying Moscow with apparent missiles. And the cherry on top of the shit cake is that NATO announces the largest mobilization in decades, with 90,000 troops to begin World War III drills in a couple weeks. So what does all this mean? I don't know, but I suddenly want to build a bunker. I will keep you updated as soon as I have more information, but send this to a friend so that they can stay in the loop.
Hold on. That just gave me chills, y'all. I had to look at my shoulders. That just gave me crazy chills. The fact that 90,000 troops are going to be preparing, NATO troops are going to be preparing and for basically war prep that stuff is deep. You ask me. That stuff is very deep.
Simpsons event that could happen in 2024.
Under the strict supervision of heavily medicated octogenarians.
I'm gonna need to see 3 forms of ID, 12 if you're a Democrat.
12.
Get down here. Your vote for president has never been more important.
That's today.
No way. You'll get down here this minute if you care about the 3 things you love most.
Let's see. I know who I want for all the judges in proposition, but president, that's a stumper. Can I write in Judge Judy?
You're hesitating over president? Yeah, by all means.
Wow. That is, look at this though. See how they got monsters. I only got the pictures of the actual presidents. I told you, man, the Simpsons, they be trying to put little glimpse of truth in these shows to try to make them real fast to see if people will catch on.
Which of these facts is the hardest to believe? If you remove any letter from the word seat, you will still end up with a real word.
For real? Wow, that is true. If you take away the S, you will get E. You take away the E, you will get sad. You take away the A, you will get set. You take away the T, you will get C. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right.
You've never seen your real face in real life. You've only seen it in photos and reflections. If you stick your hand in extremely hot water, your hand will feel cold for a split second. This phenomenon is called paradoxical cold. When you blink, your eyes move over 200 muscles. If you were offered $1 million, but it means you never have to speak to the third person you see when you click share and then WhatsApp, would you take the money? When you see a halo around the sun or moon, it means that rain or a storm is coming. Gas does not have smell. The smell is added so you can tell if there is a leak. You forget 90% of your dreams within 10 minutes of waking up. 4 more.
Wait, gas don't have a smell, so we know what it is. So they add a smell to it or something like that? Could have sworn that gas definitely has a smell.
Records that will never be broken again. Valentina Vasilyev, woman with the most children, gave birth to a total of 69 children.
69 children, chat. Oh my God.
Roy Sullivan, most often struck by lightning. He was struck by lightning 7 times while on Nature Park job. Records that will never be broken again.
I'm gonna be honest, 69 kids though? Like, oh my God.
The black man putting on a dress conversation.
You talking to a black man that put on a dress?
Mm-hmm.
I don't, that conversation to me it's silly because it's a negative thing that is only in black people. We have, for some reason, been programmed to look down on the craziest parts about our experience, that we're supposed to not embrace our past, not embrace our history, not embrace our heroes, not embrace our different levels of comedy, that we have to be this way. When Robin Williams puts on a dress and is Mrs. Doubtfire, he gets nominated for an Oscar, and white people think it's brilliant. His community embraces him. When Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress in Tootsie and he wins an Oscar, he's labeled brilliant. When black people put on dresses, all of a sudden we're labeled by our own people like something negative. And I'm like, we did White Chicks. That's a classic movie. Mm-hmm. It's a classic. I don't care what nobody says. It's a classic.
Everyone says it's a classic.
That whole thing about, you know, you put on a dress and you selling out, that is not an artist's mindset. When you're an artist, you know, you go out and you create art.
What about the black man putting on a dress?
I pull up my G-string and handle mine. You know, that scene off of White Chicks, but it seems like Cat Williams got everybody pressed right now, man. Cat Williams got everybody pressed.
World's most terrifying prisons, the Black Dolphin Prison in Russia. In this prison, inmates cannot eat together. Meals are delivered through a small window by guards using a long shovel. If an inmate needs to leave their cell, they must walk bent over at a 90-degree angle.
What?
When taken outside, they must be blindfolded, so none of them knows what the prison looks like. Their only familiarity is with their small cell. The number of guards is almost equal to that of the inmates, essentially a 1-to-1 guard-to-inmate ratio. For centuries, no one has ever escaped from this prison. The only way out is through death. Life inside is torture. Inmates are not allowed to lie down during the day and must stand. At night, lights are kept on, with 24-hour surveillance prohibiting any obstruction of light. Even covering one's face is forbidden, as all movements must be monitored. Those who serve over 10 years may earn the privilege of watching TV. Life in this prison, especially for those serving life sentences, is worse than death. What are your thoughts on this? One of the world.
I ain't going to jail. We might as well. The Russia is different with it, man. They do not be playing at all.
Have you ever put your own personal menstrual blood into
pasta sauce?
Pasta sauce.
You know, that is the way that I got Raven to fall in love with me.
What?
Breaking news.
I never thought anyone would ever ask me that question, so I can't lie.
Oh my God.
Howie.
Wow. Wow. Breaking news.
My wife.
Breaking news.
No wonder I love her pasta sauce.
That's why she loves my tomato sauce.
Yeah. I was telling them, she was like, do you have pasta sauce once a month? I'm like, oh my God, I have pasta sauce once a month.
Once a month.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my
Shit.
God.
Well,
I know, and I'm not making fun. I'm not putting it down. My wife fell in love with me because of my meatballs.
Good, Dad.
That boy thought that hit, bro.
So many places my head just went.
So
have you ever...
Hold on. Was she being sarcastic or was she serious, bro? Because by the title, y'all see what's really going on. If this is real, bro, there got to be some type of witchcraft stuff. That can't be normal, man.
This is how rare your body is compared to the rest of the world. Only 10% of the population have what is known as Morton's toe, making you extremely rare if you have this. This is where your second toe is longer than your big toe. What's even more rare is only 5% of people's tongues are tied. This is literally where your tongue is tied to the bottom of your mouth, impacting eating and speech. Only 1% of people have unbreakable bones. And if you have this, you are literally considered a superhuman. It's a mutation that makes your bones several times denser than the average human, which means someone with this mutation could walk away from a fucking car crash completely fine. Only 10% of the population suffer from eczema. Most get it when they're a child. It's bullshit! Whereas others can get it further down the line. 50% of the population can fit their fists in their mouth. That's still pretty rare. If anyone can actually do this, please let me know. Can you tickle yourself?
He clever for that. But he said, if anybody could do this, please let me know. That was funny. That was actually pretty funny. I got his humor on that. I know a lot of people did.
If so, then congratulations, you're a part of the rare 7% of the population who can actually do this. And finally, only 16% of people can make a roaring noise in their head, flexing a muscle in their jaw. Damn. Elon!
But if that apply for any of y'all, let me know what level that this apply to y'all on, please.
3 disturbing facts about historical figures that school kept from you. The third one is shocking. Number 3. Charlie Chaplin met his future wife when she was 12, and he was 31.
What?
They first crossed paths on the set of the movie The Kid in 1920. 4 years later, due to Lita Gray's pregnancy, they got married when she was only 16 years old. Their turbulent union eventually resulted in one of the most expensive divorces of their time. Number 2. Steve Jobs denied his daughter was his and fought against paying child support even after paternity tests proved he was the father. Lisa Brennan Jobs was born in 1978. At the time, Jobs denied his paternity despite the evidence, even claiming to be sterile. He also tried to avoid paying child support, leading to a lengthy legal battle. Number 1. Mother Teresa encouraged sick patients to suffer but went straight to the hospital when she was ill. She is regarded by many as a saint for her dedication to helping the poor and sick in India. She believed suffering was a gift from God and encouraged her patients to accept it as a way to get closer to Jesus. However, when she herself fell ill with heart problems, she chose to get treated in modern hospitals.
You know what's crazy? I don't know if y'all remember that last episode we did about Mother Teresa, but the history behind that woman, oh my God. When I say the devil, oh man, y'all need to do y'all research on her. She was, I'm talking like, it was sad. But I think we can call this one a wrap, for real, for real. I feel like this was a pretty cool episode, man. I do hope that you all were able to enjoy this reaction video. If you all were able to enjoy, please do me a huge favor and go crazy on that like button, y'all. I'm telling you all, the more likes that this video get, the higher that it will rank. And I'm almost to this 1 million mark. You know what I'm saying? We almost to these 1 million supporters. So if y'all want to join the journey and join the process, man, we got a little way to go. But in 2024, I'm more than positive that it's possible for us to meet that threshold and surpass 1 million subscribers. So if you all can do me a huge favor right now and hit that subscribe button, if you know you want to join the journey, but make sure when you do that you hit that notification bell. I almost said subscribe bell, notification bell to get notified when I do go live, or else it will not count. I promise you. So you won't see when I go live. You won't see when we go upload a video, nothing, so you have to hit that notification bell, and more importantly, give me constructive criticism, because it would be highly appreciated, man. And until then, y'all stay blessed, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Let's get it. Let's go.